What is going on, Patriots fans? This week, I wanted to start it off on a more lighter note. We saw the retirement of a true Patriot, a guy that epitomized what it is to be a New England Patriot who never wanted an illustrious career. Just knew his role really well and won multiple Super Bowls because of it. Obviously, I am speaking of James Ferentz, lineman for the Patriots from 2017 to 2023. No, I'm kidding. Matthew Slater, three-time Super Bowl champ, eight-time All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler, a part of New England's All-2010s team, All-Dynasty team, along with winning the Bart Starr Award and Art Rooney Award in 2021. In all seriousness, this guy was a true Patriot through and through. Bill, scouting him out of UCLA, it was a kid that played offense, defense, and special teams. However he could get on the field and contribute, he wanted to do it. When he got to the league, he didn't really play any defense, rarely saw the field on offense, and just truly committed to the art of special teams. It worked out for him very well. He was a captain for many years for us, and he deserves all the respect that he's been getting, and it should end up with him in the Hall of Fame one day. In a game that is getting rid of special teams, he stayed committed to his craft and has gained a lot of respect from around the league because of it. So it was tough to see Matthew Slater go. I think we were all expecting it, especially in his press conference he gave after the last regular season game this past season. But hopefully he's around in some other capacity as the years go on. As far as other news goes, the Patriots, I believe it was yesterday, cut Lawrence Guy and Adrian Phillips. Lawrence Guy was with the Patriots since 2017, won Super Bowl 53 with us, and was a part of New England's All-2010s team. And just not even playing majority of the decade. That tells you how much worth he held for our team, how much people and teammates respected him. Adrian Phillips was a special teamer through and through when he was on the Chargers before us. He was an all-pro special teamer there. Came over here, did get a spot in the rotation on defense, and really he played well for us. Was never anything spectacular, but another respected veteran on the team. The move saved $6 million in cap space, and honestly, they cut these guys early because it's a respect thing, really. Cutting veterans early before free agency starts so they can get ahead of the game, just like all the younger guys entering free agency. So tough to see them go. Not going to kill you in the long run, but good contributors, good veteran leaders. They will now be moving on to different teams. Another thing, I have been watching a lot of film on potential draftees for the Patriots. I fully plan on doing a mock draft either next week or the week following. I do want to make sure I am watching a lot of film to give you guys some info on who we could potentially draft in certain spots. I'll give you my take on who I think we are going to draft in those spots, and I will be posting it on here. But with that being said, I do want to talk about a couple of people who I have watched so far. With our number 3 overall pick, I've said it before, I'm fully expecting us to take a quarterback, and I am fully expecting Caleb Williams to be off the board after the first overall pick. So at that point, you're picking between Jaden Daniels and Drake May. It's easy to look at the mock drafts that have been concurring over the past couple months and get hyped about Drake May. Consensus for the past few months were Caleb Williams number 1, Drake May 2, and Jaden Daniels 3. Well, now you're seeing that switch a little bit, a lot recently, which is crazy because after watching film, I think that debate between Caleb Williams and Drake May, talent-wise, is a lot further than the debate of who's more talented in Jaden Daniels and Drake May. And recently I have been seeing mock drafts where Jaden Daniels goes second overall. So after watching film, I am all in on Jaden Daniels. I know I was talking about Joe Alt, I was talking about Marvin Harrison. I did not want to spend the pick on Jaden Daniels. I completely have changed my mind. As great as it would be to have Joe Alt and Marvin Harrison on the Patriots, Jaden Daniels has a great possibility of being a future Pro Bowler and franchise quarterback. The guy, I think, has a higher ceiling or higher floor than Drake May, strictly because of his ability to scramble and how fast and quick he is. I could make the argument that he automatically becomes the second best scrambling quarterback behind Lamar in the league. The kid is quick. He's probably going to run like a sub 4.40, and he's shifty. He can make people miss in the open field as a runner. Now, along with this, obviously, the question is, can he throw? Well, yes, he has shown flashes of making some of the toughest throws you can make in college football. He's proven he can, but his one problem is the inconsistency. You can see him throw on a dime, one play, 40 yards downfield, receivers running a fade, covered, completely clamped up, and this kid will drop it right in the breadbasket. And then the next play, you'll see a receiver running an out route, and he completely misses him. His progressions, going through his progressions, can be a little slow, but he is very good at reading defenses and how they're aligned and where he can anticipate a wide receiver being open. So, is he perfect? No, if he was, he would be going first overall. But does he have a chance to be a franchise quarterback? 100%. Drake May, on the other hand, is athletic. Everyone compares him to Justin Herbert of the Chargers. I do see a little bit of Josh Allen in him too. Drake May is built exactly like Herbert, really. They have the same rushing abilities. Not going to kill you with the legs, but it is there if you want it. Where I see Josh Allen is Drake May is very talented, and he could throw for 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, but he loves to force throws. He seems to be very confident in his ability to throw, and it hurts him sometimes. I can see him throwing 20 interceptions, at least his rookie season, if not first couple of seasons in the NFL, which scares me with Drake May. I've seen people say that he has pinpoint accuracy, and I've also seen people say that he can completely be off with accuracy. I'm watching film on him, and it gets like the same with Daniels. One play, he'll be pinpoint in a window, a tight window, tough NFL throw, make that, and the next play, he'll completely overthrow a receiver running downfield. It's super hit or miss. Again, if I could pick between the two, I would have to go Jaden Daniels. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury this year at number 3. We would have to trade up to have our pick, probably, between the two. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with that pick anymore, but I can say I'm all in on Jaden Daniels. As far as our second round pick goes, I believe we are going to go with an offensive tackle to help whoever's at rookie quarterback. And there is a lot of talent this year at the offensive tackle position in the draft. It's very deep. which means we're going to get ourselves a first round talent in the second round, most likely if we pick correctly. If you look at mock drafts, a lot of people having us picking Patrick Paul out of University of Houston. I don't really see that. I don't like him too much. He's got a lot of work to be done on, and I don't know how much potential he has. Also, quick side note on why I don't really like him too much in our offensive scheme is because now we're going to be running that West Coast offense, that Kyle Shanahan style of offense. Alex Van Pelt, our new offensive coordinator, worked with Kevin Stefanski on the Cleveland Browns offense last year, and you saw that West Coast Kyle Shanahan type of offense that's been storming the league the past couple of years. With that offense, you want your linemen to be not only a man-on-man block, but be able to finesse block. You want them to be able to move fast, have quick footwork, and be able to get downfield if needed. You see a lot of outside zone running, not man-on-man, just block straight forward. It's not a directly attack who's in front of you. It's a zone block. You need to move smooth as a unit and have quick feet and agility. Patrick Paul doesn't really have that, I don't see. So it doesn't make much sense that we draft him, in my opinion. You have Jordan Morgan out of University of Arizona, who I've seen us in mock drafts taking. Again, I don't think he really fits that type of scheme, so I don't like that too much. Not too bad of a player, but also not that impressive. But again, I don't think he fits our scheme. Two kids that I did see that would fit this scheme, they're both mouthfuls of names. Kieran Amegaji out of Yale. You know he's smart already because he went to Yale. And this kid, he has a lot of athletic ability. He's able to move, and he's got really long arms. I think he's pushing 37-inch arms, which is crazy. The kid has a lot of potential. His only knock is he played for Yale. So you're playing lesser opponents. You're not Power 5. But he really dominates, and that's why he's projected to go so high. He's improved every year. If you watch film, he seems to have improved even game to game. So that's a guy I could see us looking at. And then Kingsley Suamatea out of BYU. He is like a Penei Sewell. Obviously not as good. Penei Sewell was the consensus best tackle in the draft a couple years back. But Kingsley Suamatea is a kid that is also very athletic. He could probably play guard to start off if he needed to, but has a lot of potential to be a Pro Bowl caliber tackle, and his athletic ability is crazy. He's not flawless, definitely needs some work, but I haven't really seen too much film on him to give you a scouting report on him, but his athletic ability is very apparent in his game, and he's tenacious. So if we could snag either one of them, I would be thrilled. They both fit that outside zone scheme, that West Coast offensive scheme for us. Also, another direction we could go is wide receiver. We're probably going to take one second or third round. So I need to watch some more films on wide receivers. I haven't really done so yet. I got a few names in mind. I don't know if they're going to go late first round, early second, but I can assume Keon Coleman will be off the board. Maybe Xavier Legette could be a possibility for us out of South Carolina. I have to look. But bottom line is there's a lot of talent at the three positions we need help at the most. So we're not going to fix everything overnight, but there's a lot of potential for future success from this draft if we can pick correctly. I will hopefully be getting a mock draft out next week. I at least want to do one within the next 2 weeks. I might make a couple different mock drafts with different scenarios going on there, but expect that next week. I'm going to watch some more film. That's all I got for this week. Not much going on. Until next week, I'll catch y'all.